I look up at the bright blue sky. Gentle winds blow the puffy clouds about. As I walk down the road, an advertisement on a building catches my attention. Wanted, exorcist. Exorcist? Do ghosts even exist? Announcement. Recently there have been sighting of ghosts within the village. We are looking for exorcist to deal with them. Seriously, I don't think anything remotely supernatural has ever happened here, and now people are supposedly seeing poltergeists? Sighting of ghosts, sure. The park is particularly empty despite it being the middle of the afternoon. There is only one other person, a boy on the entire block. He seems to have noticed me too, but I do not pay further attention to him. I sit on a nearby branch and close my eyes, enjoying the silence. Weird things are happening in this village. It's interesting, but a bit concerning too. I hope Leon and Keely will be okay. This is my day off. I didn't come here to find new things to worry about. The wind blows gently on my cheeks while I enjoy the warm sunlight on my skin. I clear my face of all thoughts and focus on my breathing. They say this technique helps to relieve stress. A moment later, a figure blocks the sunlight. I open my eyes and notice a silver-haired boy standing in front of me. Excuse me, miss. Yes? Can you tell me where the haunted house is? Haunted house? I've never heard of one around here. I'm sure it's supposed to be nearby, but I can't find it. I recall the advertisement from earlier. Only exorcists or horror junkies would actively seek out haunted houses. He looks too young to get a job, but the alternative seems more unlikely, given his innocent demeanor. Why are you searching for it? Are you an exorcist? The boy looks confused, blinking innocently. No. Do exorcists normally live around here? I don't know, but I just saw an advertisement looking for applications. The boy presses his lips, his expression flustered. Is something wrong? I must find the haunted house. Before I say anything, the boy runs away. Wonder what that was about. I pull out a booklet from my pocket and start to read. It is a romance novel that I borrowed from Kui. Even though this genre is not my cup of tea, she insists that I would enjoy it. I expected it to be something cheesy from the start, but so far, nothing romantic has happened. The story feels more like a slice of life piece. Perhaps that is why Kiwi recommended it. Suddenly, the sky becomes cloudy. Ugh, is it going to rain again already? Time to go home then. As I am leaving the park, I notice the boy from earlier lying on the ground, his face against the dirt. Did he collapse? Quickly, I go to him and knee down. Hey, are you okay? What happened? I don't have much time. What do you mean? The boy passes out before he could reply. Hey, don't pass out here. What should I do? I panic as I look around, but no one else is in the park. I have no way of placing an emergency call. Thankfully, he does not look that bad. I have no choice. I can't leave him here when it's about to rain. The clouds become darker with every passing minute, and when I look up, I feel cold raindrops on my face. I manage to carry the boy to a dry spot under a tree before the rain starts pouring. I am surprised by how easy it is. He weighs less than you would assume by looking at him. Why did he faint? Does he have some sort of illness? Maybe I should take him to a hospital. Well, I'll have to wait until after the rain stops. I don't want to risk him getting any sicker. The rain creates a current around the tree, a few droplets sneaking between the leaves to land on us. What an unlucky day. I bow my head to look at the boy. He has such an adorable baby face. How old could he be? I bet he's way younger than me. His hair looks so soft. I want to touch it. Whoa, lady. You over here touching people's faces without consent? Consent's a two-way lane. We gotta ask for it before we do it. And just then, the boy suddenly opened his eyes. Are you okay? The boy mumbles something before closing his eyes again. Hey! Worried, I gently shake his shoulder to wake him up. He immediately opened his eyes and crawled away from me. So sorry, I thought... Oh, it's you. Right. Rubbing the back of his neck, he looks away embarrassed. He is an odd one, but it's kind of cute. It's okay. Do you feel better? Yes, I'm fine. The boy fixes his scarf and pats down his hair. He beams really surely. The boy fixes his scarf and pats down his hair. He beams reassuringly at me. The boy looks up at the gray sky, surprised by what he sees. It is raining. I could have sworn it was sunny earlier. The downpour started right after you passed out. Oh, right. Thanks for taking care of me. He turns towards me and gives me a warm smile. Let's wait here until it stops raining. Are you really okay? I got worried when I saw you on the ground. I thought something happened to you. Huh? Oh, it's not a big deal. I'm just a little tired. It's nothing to worry about. Passing out from exhaustion is very serious. We need to get you to a doctor. No. I feel a lot better now. He shakes his head and wildly waves around his arms as if to prove that he is okay. I raise an eyebrow, suspicious that he is afraid of doctors. Even so, I cannot force him to go anywhere. What is your name? Satchel? Satchel. Nice to meet you, Satchel. You can call me Winter. You mentioned a haunted house before. Can you tell me more about it? It's just a regular place, but people say it's haunted for some reason. Wouldn't you normally try to stay away from a place like that? It's just I've lost something important there. Which means you've been there before. Yeah, but I don't remember much. Can you tell me what you've lost? Just something important to me. So true. Yes. Before you pass out, you said something like, I don't have much time. What did you mean? I did? Yeah. Satro scratches his head. I just needed to find my something quickly. I see. We sit side by side and watch the rain. I glance over at the boy. I do not know what happened, but he looks less pale than before. He seems to be enjoying the sight before us. And before long, the weather clears up and the rain slowly stops. I hope you can take care of yourself. I'm going home. I will. Perhaps I can help you look for the haunted house later. That'd be really nice of you. I come here a lot if you ever do want to meet up. Okay. Maybe I'll see you later then. See you. I look at the pile of books on my desk. There's still plenty of homework to do, and whether I like it or not, I have to finish it. This is getting difficult. Perhaps I should pay attention to Mr. Blipsky's classes. The last few days have been hectic with all the strangers I have run into, but I am glad I made a new friend. Ugh. How can I work like this? I try to focus on the textbook, but my mind keeps wandering. The man by the old house, the man in the cave, and odd ritual from the park. Even though I've only spoken with them for a short time, they have procured my curiosity. Ugh, I give up. I want to find out what is going on in the village. I wonder what Leon's up to. Maybe I should call him. I dial his number, but the call goes to his voicemail. I guess he is still busy with his after-school activities. I could call Koichi, but tell her what happened, but it will only get her worked up, so I brush the idea aside. I throw myself on the bed and close my eyes. This feels a lot better. A moment later, I hear knocking on my window. Annoyed, I get up and check the source of the sound. The source of the noise. That's what I should have said. I find myself being waved at. What? Let me in. Who the hell are you and what are you doing up here? Hurry. Get down first. Just let me in. What's with this guy? He scaled my house. Seriously, how can a stranger expect me to let him into my house through the window? He must be the worst burglar ever. I am not stupid enough to fall for such an obvious trap. I ignore him and lay back down on my bed. It is common sense not to let strangers in your house. The knocking stops after a moment. It seems like he has finally given up. That's a lie. Silently, I go back to my bed. I cannot help but worry about what happened to the guy clinging to the side of my house. Maybe I should check on him and get a ladder or something. Wow, you're a lot nicer than me. I would just be like, what are you doing? Why are you here? You need to leave. You need to get off my property, and just proceed to ignore them. Well, it also very much depends on what the situation is about, so I guess ask questions before assumptions. I lean outside of my living room window and look up. Strange. I can see the window of my room, but there is no one outside. I shrug and turn back, going into my room. I am shocked by the sight of a man laying on my bed. Oh my! How? Whoa, he's kind of cute too. Are these all the elite students that we're running into? How peculiarly interesting that we're running all into them in one storyline. Well, it is the prologue, so we got to get through the prologue first before we actually can get through the bigger game. How do you... What? How did you get in here? Are you a burglar? I'll call the police. I frantically search for my phone, and within a second the man has me by the wrist and pings me against the wall. Wait a minute, it's a misunderstanding. Whoa! I desperately squill around, trying to break his hold on me. The stranger lowers his head to look at me in the eyes. Calm down. Let me explain. Let me go, you creep, as if I'm going to listen to anything you say. I prepare to kick him, but he releases me and backs away. How did you get into my house? There was an open window in another room. Ugh, I have to be more careful. Can I stay here? His sudden request makes me speechless. What? That came out of nowhere. Are you joking? I'm serious. His expression changed instantly, earnest and almost silver. I have never met anyone who switches moods this quickly. No way, I don't even know you, and you attacked me. Maybe not, but I know you. Oh, whoa. This dude reads too many, romance novels to be dropping lines like that. So let's take a moment to look at him. So he has a turtleneck on and some weird jacket with the sleeves rolled up and a beanie over his head. I feel like he could have been better designed, but we'll go with it. We'll bite. We'll tug on the fish line to see where it's gonna take us. And anyway, I wasn't trying to hurt you. He sighs and shakes his head. I don't remember meeting this guy. Wait, could it be? No, never. No, never mind. Get out of my room, you creepy stalker. Eh? I've been demoted to a stalker now? Either way, you're a pervert. This has escalated. A burglar, a stalker, and a pervert. That really stings, you know. I grab the closest thing to me, a book, and hurl it at him. Get out of here! Go away! Wait, I wasn't finished. Get out now! He dodges my next trajectory before sinking. He dodges my next projectly. He dodges my next projectly before slinking towards the window. Calm down. No need to get aggressive. First you broke into my house and then you assault me. Now you ask if you can stay here? My answer is obvious. There's nothing wrong with asking, right? What the? The man lets out a heavy sigh. Fine, if you don't want me to stay, then... He gives me a sad glance before jumping out the window. Oh my... I didn't say you had to jump out! I rush to the window only to find the weirdo smirking at me from the ground. Oh. Aw, you do care about me. You jerk. Don't you dare to come here again. Who knows what the future holds? We'll see you later. My eyes follow the figure as he walks towards the street and out of sight. I am relieved that he did not steal anything, though my heart is still racing from shock. It's the first time I've met such an oddball. These days are getting weirder and weirder. He doesn't seem all that dangerous, though. He left easily enough, too. Wait a second. Something is off. Why go through such lengths just to ask me if he could stay here? I know it's an easy climb to the landing, but this is just odd. I wonder what his intentions were. I shake my head and sigh. More questions bubble up as I think. Calm down, Winter. You shouldn't dwell on this. The weekend passes quickly and I'm back at school on Monday. My mind is filled with flashbacks from the past few days. I meet a suspicious forest dweller, a mysterious gentleman, and a fragile younger boy. Not to mention that weirdo who snuck into my house. I cannot help but find such odd, suspicious people interesting. Boo! Ah, quiet! I called out to you a few times, silly. Were you asleep? Sorry, I didn't hear you. You should try to stay awake during class. But the lectures are boring. Mr. Borowski is so repetitive. Oh, really? He explained some useful things this time. Like what? Nope, you should have been listening. Anyway, do you have any plans for the day? Well, I'm thinking about scoping out a mansion. Oh, tell me more. You know, the road to the library? Of course, what about it? There's a creepy old mansion in that neighborhood. It never struck me before, but don't you think it's strange that it's been abandoned for so long? Nobody thought of revamping it or demolishing it even though it's empty? That's a good point. I've heard a few rumors about the place before, but I hadn't looked into it much. It was only because of that shadow I saw that really has me intrigued. That old mansion is a part of the many legends of this village. All I know is it used to belong to the Koroji family? I don't think anyone owns it right now. I could have sworn I heard something else during history class. Suddenly interested in history, huh? I probably shouldn't involve Kiwi in this further. I know she hates haunted places, and given the atmosphere, she wouldn't enjoy it very much. Did you hear about that rumor the teacher... Did you hear about that murder the teacher keeps gossiping about? They say the suspect is likely someone who moved into the village not long ago. They didn't say why, though. I think they're wrong, though. Everyone always uses new residents as scapegoats. Don't you think that's too unfair? I don't think so. It narrows down the list of possibilities. Oh, hi, Louis. Oh, hi, Luigi. It makes sense because no one knows the newcomers very well. They're naturally the more suspicious for now. We are a small community, so it's easier to tell when and why things change. You can't see what lies below the surface. Luigi's methods do narrow down possible suspects, but I don't agree with using new residents as scapegoats. I'm helping my dad with the case, and he asked me to collect a list of people who've moved into the village within the last 6 months. If anyone comes to mind, let me know. It'd really help us out. I don't really agree with your method, but I'll let you know if I think of anything. I've not saved in a while. Let's go ahead and say, oh, I did that so backwards. See how we're still in the prologue? Thanks for the help. Winter, can you stay over at my place while they are investigating? You live alone, right? You should seriously think about it. Huh. I'm fine. Thanks for the offer, though. Oh. Oh. Alright. Okay, well that was an interesting opening, and we're still in the prologue. I stare at the ceiling while lying on the couch. I think about what Kiwai and Lucius said earlier. Someone not from this village. In the past few days I've met 4 faces I've never seen before. Any of them could have moved here around the same time those disappearances started. It's possibly that one of them is involved. Against my better judgment, I can't help but want to investigate them further on my own. The excitement is overwhelming. Who should I investigate first? Uh-oh. So let's go ahead and save that.